The Alzheimer's and Dementia Resource Center is a Central Florida-based nonprofit serving the needs of families and individuals caring for a loved one with some form of dementia. Robin Roundtree is the business and marketing manager here to tell us more. And Robin, thank you for being here. And so tell us all about the Resource Center. If someone's never heard of this great resource, tell us the details.
Well, unfortunately, people find us too late. That's kind of what happened with me when I was taking care of my mother, is I found them, but I was like, oh, if I would have called them 3 years ago. So we're out to support the caregivers, the family caregivers, the friend caregivers, the people who have that dementia diagnosis. There's Alzheimer's dementia and other forms of dementia. So it's those caregivers who kind of get forgotten, so we are there for them.
And we're real champions of taking care of the caregiver here at Active Lifestyles. We know how vital that is. So you are, as I mentioned, a nonprofit. So how does your group actually help folks in the community?
Well, they give us a call and we can educate them, which is huge. We've got a lot of seminars and workshops for the entire public. We do support groups. We've got almost 10 different support groups, some just for men, some Spanish speaking, some just for daughters and granddaughters. So we try to hit all the different groups. And then what I love is our one-on-one care coaching. So when you've been hit with mom or dad or your spouse has this diagnosis, there's so many questions. We'll sit down with you for an hour, one-on-one with one of our experts and say, okay, these are the steps you need to take. And so when you get all that done, we're there for the next part of the journey. So we're always there for you.
Because I think that's what happens. You get that diagnosis and that whole fear comes onto the caregiver of where do I turn? What do I do? Who do I contact? They may have the medical component, but they don't have that social or that good component of your group.
Right, and it's the support. And so we're seeing the numbers increase. We always hear about the dementia. In 2020, over 500,000 people over 65 diagnosed just with Alzheimer's disease. But it takes at least one person, usually more, to care for that person. So the need is greater and greater. There's so many caregivers out there that are also trying to hold down their normal life. And being a caregiver is a 24/7 job usually.
Because I know sometimes those caregivers may be the adult child who's taking care of mom and dad and may have small children that they're also taking, so they're kind of stuck in the middle.
Yep.
I'm sure you find many examples of that situation.
Yes, and that's why we say it's not a job to be done alone. You need to have a team. And so we are part of that team.
And you and I were mentioning that a little bit earlier. The need here in Central Florida is incredibly huge.
It's gigantic and growing every day. The phones are ringing more and more, and we're just here to do our part and support all of those caregivers, and they need a lot.
Now, as far as support, are there fees involved? Any charges for folks coming to you?
No, we've got wonderful people who support us through our fundraising. So for the family caregiver, no charge at all for our services.
So I'm sure there's a great impact for success for the caregivers that have come. Do they often become then helpers within your organization?
Absolutely. A lot of them are leading our support groups now. They've been through it. That's how I got here, is I've been through being a caregiver, and then you want to help other people on that journey because it's not easy.
Oh, it's never an easy situation.
No.
And so we'll have all the information that folks can get involved. They can contact your group and make a difference in their lives and the lives of their loved ones.
Yes, and reach out. We are here to help.
Okay, thanks so much, Robin. And I've learned so much about the Alzheimer's and Dementia Resource Center and how they're supporting those who care for a loved one with dementia. Again, thanks so much, Robin.
Thanks for having me.